To rumble?
Let's do this.
Let's do it. I sound such a creep.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Oz and I make reaction videos and some music on the side, and I'm joined by the one and only and my beautiful friend Noosh 101.
Hello!
I am so excited to be doing this. We just reacted to the semi-final one and shared with you guys what we think about all the countries and who would qualify, who would not. We try to be as partial, objective as possible. So now it's time for us to do the same for the semi-final two. We have a lot going on semi-finals too. I just have to say that my personal favorites are quite, you know, in the semi-final too.
Yeah, they're ingrained in this one.
Yeah. So like the majority of my favorites are happening in this heat.
Okay, we are going to go through some snippets, I think, for second semi-final.
And then let's not forget that in the end of the video, we will also share like what we think and why we think that way, probably. So don't leave anywhere. Yeah. Also, if you'd like, okay, wait. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Oz Music UK. And Noosh is
Noosh 101 on all socials.
On all
nice
socials.
and easy.
Okay, now we can start. Ooh. We've got a lot going on in this.
There's a lot going on
in this day. So
yeah,
I just have to say that I'm really happy to see the Rasmus. I mean, I grew up with that generation of rock bands like the Rasmus, Evanescence. I mean, I was literally watching Evanescence earlier.
I think we both grew up in the same.
Yeah, exactly.
This
so,
is like our childhood, really.
Exactly. So, like for our generation, seeing the Rasmus on Eurovision, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I do feel like this is a really, really good song. I was a little bit more of a supporter of Cyan Kicks. How do you pronounce it?
Cyan Kicks, I think.
Cyan Kicks.
I think it's Cyan Kicks.
Cyan.
Somebody let us know.
I was a diehard fan of their entry. But
like
to be honest, like I feel like the Rasmus has earned this success. It's not just because they're the Rasmus. This song is great. I do say it's a qualifier.
No, this is definitely going to qualify, regardless of the song that I think they would have probably qualified. Just because it's rock, it's Finland, like they're good at that, you know. So I think, but it is a good song. You're right, and I think you can't compare it to that Rasmus's old stuff either. This is completely fresh, I think, in my eyes. The lyrics are a little bit interesting, but apart from that, the beat's there. I think it's a good song, and I think they're going to do a really good performance. I mean, they know how to do this. They've been performing for a very long time, so they are experts, and I think it's 100% going to qualify too.
Absolutely.
The remix though! What have they done? And I know I am. It's still a good song.
It's really good. This is what a proper performer looks like.
He is a proper performer.
Absolutely.
But what do we think about this versus the original? Because I think I love the original so much.
The original was amazing. I have said it out loud on my reaction to the revamp. I don't like the flute in the chorus. I think the sort of like the beats were much better in the first version.
More umphy and punchy in your face.
Yeah, exactly. Bum 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 bum. But do you know I think why they changed it?
I know why. It's too familiar to like Katy Perry's song.
Exactly.
And then there's a few other songs that people sent
Lady
me.
Gaga and this Korean. Oh my god, I'm so bad with that. But like Lady Gaga's last album, Sweet Sour, something like that.
I don't even know what it is.
You guys know what I'm talking. Which song that I'm talking about?
There's loads of songs with a very similar dun 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 dun. Yes, it's familiar, but I love the mix of the Middle Eastern stuff with this contemporary like dance track, and I don't like this flute as well. I just think the flute's not doing any justice, and I really do worry about this now because I know a lot of people also agree, and I don't think those that watch on the night they're not gonna know anything about the original, and I think those that still like the original might vote for this, but I don't see, at this point, this is still a maybe for me, but I'm leaning towards not qualifying.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In that
I
way?
really am, and that's harsh for me to say because I absolutely love Michael Ben David and I love his performance, and I think if he pulls off a really great fun performance with this version, because we've not seen the performance with this version, then
I do feel like Israel will qualify this year because there's a big fan service going on. The gays will love this song, and then all of the it's like the queer references. It always works. It's actually not always, but like usually it does work out on Eurovision. Again, I was thinking of Samantha Tina last year because that song was a big gay anthem, but it didn't qualify.
Yeah, I know it was, wasn't it?
So
a lot of the Eurovision songs are gay anthems.
They are. This one's an openly sort of like gay anthem. So I would say yes, despite the revamp.
Yeah. Time to make some dough, huh?
Some dough.
He thought it's just rolling dough. Don't worry. What the heck is going on, though? Seriously, Oz. I think Doe's... What, is she sitting on toilet? No, she's on a chair. I mean, it's got our attention, hasn't it? Let's talk about Serbia.
I mean, look, this is a big fan favorite. It is a very strong song. The message, the messages. I think the most serious song, one of the most serious songs that we've ever seen on Eurovision in terms of like talking about
healthcare and all that.
Healthcare and all that. Like it's really serious. I mean, it's no secret that I couldn't understand the song at first sight.
Did you put lyrics on when you watched it?
No.
I didn't know what was going. And you'd hear Meghan Markle. I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, what's going on? And I had no lyrics or anything. So like I had a complete different vision on this song. Look, the thing about this song is that you need to be educated and sort of like instructed beforehand to understand what's really going on.
Yes.
I don't know how that would work on a Eurovision semi-final because, not will there be some subtitles on the live version?
There might be, but there also... This is a one... This can go one of two ways. This can go really well because it's just going to shock everyone, and it did to every single. Look, it went viral. This song. This is probably one of the most viral songs in this contest so far, because it is so wacky.
Yeah.
But now that we do know that there is so much more context to it, so it does make sense to me now.
Yeah.
But you're right. It could just completely not do well at all as well. So I don't know. I really don't know again, and I think we're going to have to put it on maybe, but I am leaning towards yes,
I think I'm leaning towards yes.
Just because of the viral quality of it. Yeah. Is he ginger? I didn't even cross.
He's a little bit ginger, yeah.
He looks it a little bit. Quite good looking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to call it a doo-doo because I got slaughtered, but I love the instrument.
I know what happened back there.
Yeah.
Weather, not river. I love this song. I think it's very interesting to see something like this coming from Azerbaijan. I mean, just like Armenia, because like we weren't expecting a sound like Rosalind from Armenia. Right. I wasn't expecting a sound like, Nadir. When I found out that he was going to be Azerbaijan's representative this year, I got really excited because this man can sing. He won one of the seasons of The Voice Azerbaijan. He's like this Azerbaijani Dimash, he's got crazy range, and actually he showcases it in the bridge. He needs to pull that off on the live version. Like, we need to see him nailing that, and I think we will. He's quite experienced. I do enjoy it, but at the same time, I mean, obviously I'm Turkish, and very culturally I'm quite proximate to Azerbaijan, so I always keep an extra eye on Azerbaijan. That's why I always expect more. I was expecting to see his vocal acrobatics to have a bit more of a punch in his song, because he can be like Mika, you know.
Yeah.
He is a crazy singer, amazing singer, and there's only a tiny bridge that we get to see his amazing range. Maybe it's for the good reasons. I think Azerbaijan will qualify this year. It's a great song with the right staging. Could even, you know, rank quite well in the charts.
See, this is the one I'm gonna disagree with, and not because I'm Armenian. I just want to
know.
say that it sounds like it, but it isn't. And the only thing that I have with this song that I don't like, or not like, because I think it's a great song, and as you said, he's got the vocal range. I like the instrumentals in this song. It's got, you know, the sound of Azerbaijan in it. You can tell there's a little bit of element in there from that country. But there's a lot of other ballads and slow songs that I just think are just on another level versus this song. So that would be my only criticism and why I think it might not qualify. But other than that, I don't think it's a bad song, and I think he's great. So
it's tricky because, like Nush said, there's a lot of slow songs this year, and the real competition is going to be amongst them.
Yeah. I think we'll just wait and see to the end, and then we'll give our final thoughts about that one.
Exactly.
I'm going to put maybe for me.
Okay. I'll say yes, but we will reconvene at the end. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna have a sip from my drink. Where's my...
Right now, right now, right now, right now. Why haven't they used the music video? Have it sideways. Is he giving directions? I'm not too smart.
No.
I've never heard the lyrics until now properly.
To me, this is a very forgettable...
Do you think?
Oh, do you like Georgia this year? Oh, wow.
I really like it.
Oh my god.
But I'm also comparing it to last year's song, and last year's song was like minus points.
Yeah. I mean, this is an improvement, definitely.
I like the way this song changes, and it's very weird and unique, and I think that's why I remember this song, because as you said, it's a very ballad heavy year, so the song is more between the, you know, the slower song, the competition's more between the slower songs, but this stands out to me. But I think, again, I don't know what they are like on stage. They didn't release their music video until recently because of political reasons, and I want to see them perform really before I can give a judgment with that. But I think, I mean, looking at what I think we'll get through, I've looked at the odds, and people seem to really like this one.
Oh, right.
So I don't know, because Circus Mercus, I mean, Georgians, please let us know, are they someone big? But they have been talking about this band for a very long time, because they said they were gonna, do you remember, like right at the beginning, they said that they were going to perform for Georgia, and they had like that visual of the guy with the crazy hair.
Yeah.
And I think they've got quite an exciting look about them, which might make them stand out versus someone that has like literally nothing going on stage.
I mean, I do feel like... What country? Georgia.
Okay. Well, the fact that you don't remember.
If there could be a dark horse this year, which I think we will have a lot of dark horses.
Definitely.
In the back of my mind, I feel like Georgia could be a dark horse. It's going to be a no compared to what's going on with the rest of the lineup. So I'll say no to Georgia, but I think you're on the more yes side.
I think I'm on the yes side, but I know this is a very strong semi-final, so if this doesn't qualify, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She's so pretty.
Very high score. Can I just say something? And I don't want to come off harsh, but if I don't say it, I'll literally explode.
We need you to say it then, don't we?
Don't you think that this whole theme of getting different types of people and getting them to sing the song has been overdone? Like, can we please do something a little bit elaborated? Like, this has, in music videos, this has been done way too many times. Yeah, it's a cheap video. Yes. It's on the cheesy side. And look, the first time I listened to this, I did enjoy it, and I preferred it to the other song that she had. I don't even remember what it was called, but this is better than her other song, but it's still not good enough to qualify. It is not on last year's level. Oh my god, Malta last year was epic.
It was so good.
Epic.
It was so good. So to see this year not really having so much of an oomphy song, this is not going to qualify.
No, I will say I'll agree and say no to Malta this year, which breaks my heart.
Oh no, actually.
Maneskin?
He's literally like a cheaper version of Damiana David.
And
I don't even want to compare the two, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of crap when I did. I had a lot of people complain to me when I did my reaction to this, because I know that he's quite famous in Italy. And he's been he's been famous longer than Maneskin. But it's way too close together then for him to be like going forward this year. And he was going forward in the San Remo for Italy, but then he didn't qualify, so didn't go through. So obviously I think this was his like second option. And I don't know, there's something about his performance, the arrogance he gives off. I just don't like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And I don't like the song because of that. Like, if it wasn't for that, maybe I would have enjoyed it. But the song is not even that exciting for me either.
No, exactly. No, I think I'm just seeing way too much Maneskin in a very pretentious way. Maneskin is an amazing band. So like, if we could have something that could be comparable musically, then we would. And maybe we would still say yes if there was some sort of like, again, musicality going on. But I think it's too chaotic and too pretentious to me. It's been done in an amazing way last year by Italy, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't think so. Great voice.
Amazing voice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's very good.
Very good.
I think this might be one of Australia's best.
Absolutely. I've been supporting Sheldon all along since day one. When he was announced as one of the contestants for Australia Decides, I was so happy. I know Shelton, I was a fan of Shelton, from his X Factor, I think the voice days. He has done a lot of competitions in his time. I think he has even done America's
Next Top
American
Model. No, Next Top.
No.
America's Next Top
Not that
Model.
one. He's done a lot, but not this
with his
one.
face thing and his cape, he could go rocket.
That could be his next career step.
Probably.
But, America's Got Talent, I think,
That's
or
it.
American Idol.
American Idol sounds about right.
And he's got the experience. He is very famous, and I find this song really epic, almost like on a Conchita Wurst level. I don't want to compare two artists because they're quite different, but I think he serves such a great quality this year. Musically, I think he's amazing. I'll say yes to Australia this year.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to qualify. Like, his voice is just so good. Like, this is not my type of music, I'm just going to say that. But I really like even just looking at these few seconds, like, I remembered that first reaction when I was quite blown away with his voice. And you're right, I think he's pretty perfect for this contest in that sense. I do think that Eurovision is perfect for people like this in general, though. Like, as you said, you've got a very like LGBTQ plus community in Eurovision. So if he's got that behind him and his story is part of that, it's definitely meant for him to be here. And I think everyone is going to love him, and he's got a look about him, he's got the stage presence, I think it's great. I don't know about the fans and the staging though. I think they should do something a little bit
I think
more.
they'll change the staging because
That's probably Australia Decides one.
Yeah.
Neither of us can speak Greek.
No. Bum, bum.
I love this
Okay,
song.
you go first.
I mean, as a Cypriot,
Cypriot.
Armenian, I'm trying not to be biased, but it's
good.
hard not to, because this song is so what we would hear on the radio in Greece or Cyprus. Like, you would hear this kind of songs.
Yeah.
And I just think it is nice for Cyprus to send a song that is on the more traditional side.
Absolutely.
Because we haven't heard that in quite a long time, actually.
Exactly.
Obviously, since Eleni Ferreira,
Yeah.
it's been quite mainstream. Even
Yeah.
though we loved that, I think it was overdone with Panic Records. They kept sending out a copy of Eleni.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working as good as it obviously did with Eleni. So it's good to freshen things up, and this is, for me, I think this is good for Cyprus this year, personally.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's a winning song, but it is it stands out from the other songs that we have here. Like, it's the one traditional songs that people are gonna, if they do a good staging, that is, I hope they don't mess it up, because they could. But Cyprus is known for good staging.
Absolutely.
So I do think they will pull this one off, and I don't think this won't qualify. I think it's 100% going to, and I think this will do well.
I mean, I am a sucker for ethnic songs and ethnic, references on Eurovision. And I think, with this song, they found a really nice balance. So I think it's there's a really nice balance going on. And, Andromachi's voice is absolutely amazing. It's like, in Turkish, we would say silk. Like, her voice is like silk.
It is like silk.
So,
it flows like...
Yeah, it just flows. So I think, again, like, Cyprus is a great addition to the diversity of this year's Eurovision, because we need some diversity going on.
And it's nice to have some more traditional stuff in this year's contest.
Moving on. Ireland.
Ireland? Oh, why are they in the semi?
Exactly.
That's rich!
That's rich! That's rich!
I'm still getting the lyrics wrong, and there's titles there.
Exactly. That's rich!
Bye bye fool.
What do we think about
I
Ireland
like
this year?
the song, but I don't think it's on the level of the competition. Unfortunately, I have seen her live, and it wasn't as good as the radio version. I think the radio version, though, I would listen to this song 100%. Like, it's something I would play.
Yeah.
It's a fun song, but when you put it again on the level of the other songs, unfortunately, her voice isn't as strong as the others, and you've got to have more than just a strong song.
Yeah, I do absolutely agree with you. And it breaks my heart, because I really love her, and I really love Ireland's entry this year. It's just that comparing it with the rest of the lineup, again, is not doing it for me. So I do think that this year may not be Ireland's lucky year.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not gonna take it for too long, and I'm gonna say no. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
She's so cool. I've not seen the video.
Yeah.
She's got like an elf vibe with her hair.
Exactly.
That vocal. I think
Proper
that
pull-off,
I can already tell you off the bat this is going to qualify.
Yes, North Macedonia.
Macedonia?
Macedonia definitely is a qualifier this year.
For the first time, I think.
Yeah.
For a while. Actually, when did have they qualified last year? Did they?
I think no.
Oh,
yeah, the
I
tenor.
forgot about Vasil.
Vasil.
Well, Vasil last year, I was not a fan.
No.
And let's be honest, this has got to be North Macedonia's strongest song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. In every single way. It's a big step up.
Huge.
From last year, and big congratulations for doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you, North Macedonia. Yes.
It's so good, and I mean, vocals are good. She's got like a good attitude, she's walking around
She's got that charisma, that kind of
makes
us almost hypnotized with her acts.
And just the voice, I just think one of the strongest female vocals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Big yes. Ooh, yes. Cowboys.
I hope. Yes.
I say I cast a big yes.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Such a good song. Such a good performer as well.
Yeah. I think for me as well, it takes me back to the Avicii days a lot, and like David Guetta, and it isn't a copy, but I can see why people are comparing it the two. But for me, that like sound in those songs are just such nostalgia, and there's so many good memories attached to those kinds of songs that this song awakes that feeling inside of me. But also the song itself, I think, is very different in parts that I like the chorus. Everything about it is so good, and he can perform this. He's a great looking man. He's got the stage presence. Yeah. Everyone's going to like this.
Yeah, I like that part when he goes to front of the stage with his guitar.
Yeah.
And it's just so good, so unique.
Yeah.
And definitely needed entry for this year's Eurovision.
Yeah, it kind of does remind me a bit of Heroes a little bit.
There's
something about this that has that vibe and that Eurovision nostalgia as well. Yeah. So
yeah, very good point.
I think this is a qualifier.
Definitely.
Oh, Romania!
I mean, this is Eurovision.
This is Eurovision. He's a small man, isn't he? Oh la la yellow. Oh la la yellow. Yamame. I think this will relate to a lot of people in Europe.
Absolutely.
The Greeks, I think the Albanians, like all the countries surrounding Romania will probably like this.
Yeah.
And everywhere else, I mean, it's just so much fun. And again, with a very heavy, ballad-heavy year, this is going to be exciting people and bringing people back to life. So
yes, please. Exactly. Literally to life. I mean, there's dancing going on. There's vocals going on.
Glitter.
Such good music. And yeah, I mean, it's just one of those performances that makes you really intrigued, and you want to watch it even more and more. And I'm a big fan of Romania this year. I think what they're bringing like this year to Eurovision is something that is quite substantial and literally will, like you said, will bring us back to life.
Oh yeah.
After a long semi-final too.
100%. Watchman. Just float away. He's got a good voice.
Yeah.
John's Tears vibes here.
And also
Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this song.
Yeah.
For someone, again, that doesn't like ballads, there is a lot of ballads here that I do enjoy, and this is one of them. I think it's one of Poland's strongest ballads they've ever... Actually, they're not very into ballads, Poland, actually. This might be one of their first ones in recent years.
I think so. I mean, again, we have another, like, The Voice alumnus going on here. Like, he's coming from, I think, The Voice Poland. He's won one of the competitions, so I think
he's tried and tested. We know his voice works.
Absolutely, he's a live performer, and I think the exciting thing about Poland this year is that he has been chosen by the public, whereas last year.
Oh, that was a weird. Oh yeah, the guy in the neon museum.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we've got someone who is representing the population right now. So it's exciting. I love this song. There's a lot of debate going on in terms of, the comparison between him and Duncan Lawrence and, Switzerland, John Steers. But I think, this song has got a little bit more up-tempo quality.
Oh, I think it's great. I think this is a qualifier for me.
Definitely a big qualifier. Okay.
Very Game of Thrones.
Very.
And Jafar from Aladdin. What's she wearing on her head? Okay. I like the song like you just said. Yeah. I think the song's a nice song, but the music video reminds me a lot of Albania's.
Yeah.
I don't want to compare them because the songs are very different.
Yeah.
Completely different. But they have a similar vibe. So on stage, I am worried that the two might get a little bit buffed, or like not buffed away, but they'll be like compared. They will be compared.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unfortunately, Albania's is way more exciting for me in terms of the song.
Yeah.
I think if the costume, they do something really elaborate and cool, maybe. But in this semi-final, I don't think it's going to qualify. It's in the wrong one.
Yeah, exactly. This semi-final is a bloodbath. I'm telling you. And even the slightest resemblance with something that is leading, which in this case would be Albania's style, is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And in that sense, I don't see Montenegro making it through.
North Macedonia. No, you're right. Sorry, shit. North Macedonia.
I literally was doubting myself for a second. Oh, okay, Belgium.
Oh.
I mean, that feeling when you hear a proper, amazing, talented singer nailing it. This is what I get from Belgium this year.
100%. I think he brings such like funky, groovy notes in there,
Yeah.
and like he knows how to work his voice.
Yeah. This is a proper service to the Eurofans
Yeah.
and all of the audiences. So I think Belgium is going to do really well this year, and you know, definitely again, will end up on a good position at the finals. I hope.
I think so.
I hope.
Hey! Such a good voice. Yes. I think we know what Oz's favorite is.
I mean, at this point, it's really obvious.
Yeah.
I not only think that this song will qualify, I feel like Sweden's playing for the win this year. I cannot stop listening to this song. This is like really surprising coming from me because, again, I am not a big fan of slow, depressing songs for the win on Eurovision. But the last time I felt this way was with Duncan Lawrence, and we all know what happened with Duncan Lawrence 3 years ago. So
yeah.
I mean,
this is the underdog that no one knows is coming. I think it's
You
not
know-
even an underdog. I would
Yeah.
say it's. I think it is so, again, subtle. The way that she dresses, just so effortlessly,
Yeah.
with just like a top, and like she's so like naturally
Yeah.
pretty, and
Yeah.
like her vocals are just so beautiful. And yeah, I really liked it. The only thing I don't like is the green screen thing that flips, and it just kind of seems to be going for ages. I don't really understand that, but
Yeah.
they're probably going to do something different on stage.
I think there's something big coming from Sweden because like they, you know, Cornelia has been a big fan favorite so far, and there is a big pressure on her. I mean, bless her.
Yeah.
And there must be something going on really substantial with Sweden, and you know, everyone knows that Sweden is a big player
Yeah.
on Eurovision.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes!
Where are you now? Where are you now?
Where are you now?
Where are you now?
How can anyone else agree with me here? And can you agree with me? How Eurovision does that sound?
Oh, it is
like,
so
I feel
Eurovision.
like you could have this in like in between like countries coming on like when somebody hosts Eurovision. Do you know what I mean? Like with the postcard.
Yeah.
It sounds so made for this contest.
Absolutely.
And it was like one of the first songs that we heard, and it's still
Again.
not got old for me. I
No.
love it.
Exactly, because like this song came into the scene like very early in the game. Their sound is amazing, and they're gonna do so well at the semifinals.
They are.
And I would like to see them qualifying. I mean, absolutely.
Definitely.
So it's a yes.
I'm really certain this is going to qualify. If it again, we need to go through all of them now, to be honest, and
Exactly.
figure it out. But
So we need to group because we do have a few disagreements.
Yeah, we do, which is quite rare for us actually.
Exactly.
But this is a really hard semi, and semi-final one compared to this is it was kind of shit. So
Okay,
yeah.
This was a difficult one, to be honest. I'm sweating. So we said yes to Australia. We said yes to Azerbaijan. We said yes to Cyprus. We said yes to Finland. No, Georgia. No, Israel. Well, like I said, it was a difficult.
It's a difficult one, but the revamp. There's so many other good songs. The revamp just makes it come down for me.
Exactly. No, Malta. No, San Marino. Yes, Serbia. Yes, Belgium. Yes, Czech Republic. Yes, Estonia. No, Ireland. No, Montenegro. No, North Macedonia.
Even though we thought that
Even
was 100%,
though, yes.
it's such a difficult semi.
Yes, Poland. And yes, Sweden. Guys, this Semi-final 2 is going to be a really stressful night. I just cannot imagine myself live reacting to it. I'm gonna lose my socks.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose more than that. Oh my god, it's gonna be
the result of this semi-final won't please everyone.
No.
I'm telling you.
Because even for us, like,
no.
There's a lot here that we thought was gonna qualify, but now when you put them all together like that, I just...
But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today and sharing these moments with us. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to have you on my channel.
Oh, thank you, Oz, for having me. Finally in the flesh.
Exactly.
Which is I can't believe it was a year ago when we met.
Seriously, exactly. You're like my sister from another mother.
Literally though.
Please do share with us what you guys think. Do you disagree? Do you agree with us? If yes, why? If no, why? We love seeing your comments and just taking the whole discussion to a more interactive level. So please let us know what you think and what your rankings are. So like just, you know, bombard us with your comments and tell us what your rankings are.
And also, semi-final 1 will be on my channel if you haven't seen that with our predictions. So if you're looking for that, that will be on my channel and this is on his here.
And then you'll probably see our top 40 and top 10.
Yeah.
All of them.